Well, hello, babies. Hi, my lovies. Hi, my little sweet schmuckum babies, smuckies. Blah. I ran out of words to say and I just started making noises. I have another message for you here, my lovies, my sweeties. This is a general message, so take what resonates, leave the rest. You know what it is. So a quick little download that I got is there was a couple. So I got health here in reverse. If I'll go deeper into that, if you're like having health problems or something, like, you know, you're getting sick, like the flu or whatever the fuck's going around, you do not have to worry. It's just like a spiritual attack. So like, you know, you can use your mind to shift that and stay strong in that, because the song I got on shuffle is Pulling Up by Soda, and it says like dropping bodies, something along the lines, and it's like, when the bullets fly, I'm the last one to die. So you can't fuck with me. You know you can't fuck with me. So like, if you're having like fears about health problems, or you're just getting like weird stuff like that, it's literally nothing. It's just like a fear tactic, or, you know, just some sort of spiritual attack. So like, you can shift your mind into like, oh, okay, so let's change this. I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't need this. I don't have an agreement with this anymore. Because there might be some sort of agreement that you have that, like, you know, maybe you get sick easily, or you catch stuff easily, something like that. Or that, you know, your family is like that, so you're like that. It's some sort of agreement, and then, you know, people are attacking that part of you because you're agreeing to it. And I also, because I'm watching this little bird nest above me, the little baby birds in there, the little baby birds, my little baby birds, the little baby birds in there, they're getting pretty big. And like the mama bird like couldn't even really be in the nest. It was like they're all like crowded in there, and she was like trying to feed them. I'm getting that some of you might need to move, like whether that's jobs, living space. If you feel the need to do that, like start looking into that. Obviously follow your intuition, and don't just like run away from your problems. So like check to see like what you're actually doing, if you're running away from your problems, or if you're like genuinely called to move out of your environment, however that may be. And we have like the Two of Cups at the bottom, so that might be like, maybe you're called to like move to a random state that you like never had thought about before, and that might be because you need to like meet your community there. Meet your little community with your little baby birds in your baby nest. Yeah, so if you're having health problems, it's just a fucking spiritual attack. Don't agree to it anymore. Rebuke that shit. Pray up. They can't fuck with you, so don't even try. You can't fuck with me, so don't even try, you know? Like, keep that mentality. Be like, oh yeah, this is just some spell work. This is just some negative energy being sent to me. I used to agree to this, and that's why it's happening. I no longer agree with this. I feel called to shuffle again. Because I did just use this deck. Yeah, so like, if you feel the call to like move jobs, say you do like a creative thing in a studio you rent out or something like that, you might be called to change studios, or like do it from your home if you have space, that type of thing. Something there is like stifling you and keeping you back, but only if you feel called to do that. And make sure that you aren't running away from like something you need to face. Like, say you have like a codependency thing or something like that, or, you know, whatever, like whatever internal stuff you may be trying to run away from. Check yourself there. Well, I feel called to use my other deck, so I'll grab that. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So yeah. You're getting too big for the nest and you need to fly, babies. You need to fly away. I really hope these airplanes aren't too loud. I'll have to see about that. Okay. Here we go. Here we go, babies. What's the message for my lovies, my angels, my little angel babies? And if you have like had a, like, say you've never, apparently that was the message because the fucking same card fell out. All right. Holy shit. So the last deck that I was shuffling, the two cards that fell out was the Seven of Wands and the World, but the Seven of Wands was in reverse, and the World was upright, and I should have showed you them, damn it. I didn't think much of it. I was like, I don't know. And here we got the Seven of Wands upright and the World in reverse. So my guides are like, nah, bitch, we said what we said. Bitch, I said what I said. Okay. So with that moving thing, and that might just be like a mental thing that you need to move away from, like a mental agreement, just like with the health thing. Where are you defending something not to end, not to finish? What are you defending and keeping around that needs to end, needs to go away, needs to shift? And check yourself there. Because that, whatever you're holding on to, whatever like mindset, you're living in a place that you need to move, you're working at a place you need to leave, what do you need to let go of? That is literally blocking this abundance with this Ace of Pentacles, this new opportunity, this thing that you've been praying for, wanting. It's blocking that. That's fucking hilarious. I'm like, nah, like maybe I shouldn't use this deck. It just kind of feels odd, whatever. But, you know, shit happens the way it needs to happen. So my guys were like, nah, bitch, we say what we say. So with this other deck, yeah, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Where are you not trying to leave behind? What are you staying in that's, you know, this shit's dead. You know it's done. Why are you still here? Why are you still clinging to this? Oh, that's weird. I thought I was holding it a different way. Very interesting. And that might be this mentality around like health and stuff. Or, ooh, okay, because we have rebirth under that. This might be, what are you holding on to? You're like, it's some sort of agreement that, let me see another card. Yeah, it's control, because we have falling here. There's something holding you back from a free fall. Something, because there is some, and this is, you know, use your own discernment, because like I said, it could be job, mindset, you know, belief. And that, like with the health card being there in reverse, like, oh, well, because I have ADHD, I can't focus, or because I have this, I can't do this. That's an agreement. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can change anything you want. You can undo anything you want. You can push anything out of your body that you don't want there, just by believing and not agreeing to it anymore. If there's an agreement that you're being stubborn about, you're holding on to, you're completely defending, you know, from this ending. And it might just be like back pain. You're like, well, I have back pain because I fractured my spine back in, you know, 86, whatever the fuck. You're agreeing to that pain. You don't have to have that pain. There's an agreement there. I have knee pain because of this. I had surgery on it. It's all an agreement. It's all an illusion. Because a doctor, somebody put that magic, that word magic on you, that, you know, oh, you're going to have pain for the rest of your life, whatever. That's not a fucking thing. You can do whatever you want with your mind. And a lot of, and this isn't their fault, it's just because, you know, that's what they're taught in school, and it's how Western medicine is. But a lot of Western medicine doctors, you know, be like, oh, well, you have 4 weeks to live with this cancer that you have. And, you know, and because they say that, and then the person believes that, that manifests. So you don't, and that's just an agreement. You have to stay strong within yourself, trust your intuition, trust your mind, that you can literally undo and break any sort of contract that you make with, you know, pain, sickness, any of that stuff. You can shift any of that just with your mindset. And those agreements are keeping you out of this warrior energy, this keeping you out of your courage, keeping you small in this anxiety. With this moon in reverse, it's keeping you in this anxiety, this weak energy, this not knowing how magical you are. So you're not agreeing to the things you should be agreeing to, which is, you know, I am magical. I can shift anything with my mind. I can change my whole motherfucking body however I want by letting go of past agreements, breaking those contracts, and shifting into a new mindset, a new agreement. Like, my body is strong and resilient and healthy, and I agree to that. Versus, oh, well, this doctor said I'll have pain for the rest of my life. Or if you have like a trigger finger that's like stuck like this, you're agreeing to it being stuck and rigid. And also, if you have like strictures and stuff like that in your body, that's showing you where you're being stubborn and rigid. If you have stiff, you know, locked joints, that's where you're being stubborn and rigid with something. Emotionally, mentality-wise, anything like that. That's showing you where you have growth to do. On like a, you know, the spiritual meaning of it, you know. Obviously still go to the fucking doctor. Like, I am not a doctor by any means, but you know, it's something to shift. Like, there's a way to meld, you know, Western medicine, surgery, medication, stuff like that. There's a way to meld that with your mind and, you know, going to the doctor and like whatever, you know, medical treatment you get. There's a way to meld that, you know. Just, it could be just like, I heard a story about this lady who had colon cancer, and she was like super hardcore, like spiritual, and she didn't want to do the chemo. And so they're like, dude, like, you're gonna die if you don't fucking do this. Like, but she was like, fine, fuck it, okay. So she did the chemo, but she had an agreement with herself that the chemo wouldn't affect, she wouldn't get the symptoms of the chemo. It would only attack the cancer in her body, remove the cancer in her body, and it would leave the rest of her body unscathed, untouched. She would still be in her natural state of how she looked, like still have all her hair and stuff like that. She didn't lose any of her hair, and it got rid of the cancer. So it was an agreement she made. She used her mind to be like, okay, when I take this, however, you know, it was injection, whatever the fuck, pill, when I take this, it's only going to attack the cancer. So, and then, you know, asking your guides, like, okay, so what other things do I need to do? And, you know, you'll be shown, like, if you ask that, like, ask Spirit, ask Most High, okay, what else do I need to do for my health right now? What other, you know, I'm going to the doctor, I'm, you know, doing that stuff, I'm getting my blood checked. What other modalities do I need to use? And that stuff will come to you. If you ask and stay open to it, it'll show up. Like, it might be a post online, or you might see a, like a billboard. Because yesterday I had the most perfect confirmation that I was doing the right motherfucking thing. Because I went for a ride on my bike, and it was in the evening. So, like, you know, the asphalt was still hot because it was really hot that day. So you were like feeling the rising heat coming off of the asphalt, but the air was cooling off because like the storm clouds were rolling in, you know, just like every summer, like day, like that hot summer days, like the evening showers. So that cool air was coming in and it smelled like rain. It smelled fresh. You know, the farmers were watering their crops. And I was just like in just completely like gratitude. I was like, I was just fighting demons left and right. Just like, bro, this fucking sucks. Spell work was being sent to me while I was on my bike. Like all these freaks were doing some weird stuff. And I was just like, you know, I fought it off. And then I was in that, like, I was blessed with that moment because I was like, Spirit, can you just fucking help me, please? And I was blessed with that moment. Like, it just felt so perfect. I was like, thank you for this opportunity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just kept saying thank you, and I, like, felt it because it was so, like, all of my senses were tantalized. Like, it felt so good. I was completely titillated by it. I was so like pleased to feel that. And it was interesting because I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I got closer to my like, you know, closer to where I live, like in the town I live, because I went outside of town. And I saw a billboard for like this behavioral health place or whatever, and it said, practice gratitude for the little things. And I was like, yo, thank you, Spirit. Fuck yes. Because I was just in that, like, feeling good, like, so happy to just, like, even though it was, like, such a little thing, like, the smells, everything, that helped me significantly. I was like, thank you so much. Like, I'm not getting attacked right now. I feel amazing. That little moment, like, rejuvenated me to, like, an extreme. Like, it was just such a little thing that I was just like, oh, thank you so much. Like, the smell of the earth getting wet from the farmers watering their crops and stuff, it smelled good. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. So you're going to get these confirmations that you're doing the right thing when you ask, you know, you pray to like get these like answers, find the right modalities to take care of yourself, that type of thing. As long as you pray and ask and look around, you're going to get it. And you're going to get it, okay? You're going to get it. Let's see if we have any other oracles on that. And yeah, it's all in agreement. Ooh, okay. Fuck, how perfect. Synchronicity. Yes. So pay attention to those. Pay attention to those synchronicities. I got the perfect confirmation that I was doing the right thing and that it was something I needed to share with y'all. That get into gratitude. Pay attention to those synchronicities. You're going to get rewarded and told you're doing the right thing if you ask for confirmation in those things. All you got to do is ask and you'll get an answer. And pay attention and be open to that answer. And those synchronicities is going to be weird little things that, you know, only you and your spirit team talk to. And this is you also creating that language. Being like, hey, can you show me this? Can you, in this way, like, can you show me a license plate with this person's name or whatever the fuck? Like, stickers on the back of a vehicle, billboards, I don't know, one of those planes with the advertisement behind it, and then, you know, there's like a picture on it, you're like, oh, okay, shit, all right. So pay attention to those synchronicities. You're going to get that. And how perfect. Like, I was just talking about that, and here we are. We get that card. So that is perfect confirmation that, you know, we're doing the right thing. You will get it if you ask for it. And we have the Dark Knight card. So with this agreement that you have, you might have to truly grieve it and, like, look at yourself in this little dark part that, you know, you may have been blaming somebody else, like your family or whatever, for whatever health problems, like, oh, my mom's the reason why I have ADHD or depression or something like that. You are giving your power away to your parents, your family, genetics, all these things, and you're agreeing to this. And you're by giving your power away, you're weakening yourself and allowing yourself to get even more attacks and, it to worsen because you are in an unempowered state and giving strength to these negative energies that are, manipulating you, however that happens. My hair was like, I thought there was like a bird in the background. It was my hair. I was excited. I was like, oh, because I saw a couple hawks, so I was like, cool. And apparently there's some badass birds and critters here because people with their big ass like wildlife cameras were out here, so I'm like keeping an eye out to see if I can see anything cool. But yeah, you're in agreement with this, and it's about time you look in the damn mirror and be like, ah, shit. Because it's easy to blame somebody else or something else, but you're just agreeing to that, and you're being in a weakened state of mind. And this is how you can get all these spiritual attacks and shit on this specific thing. Like, say it's your health, that's the first card that came out, is like, well, it's because of this, it's because of that. You're simply agreeing to this. It doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be, oh, it's my genetics, oh, it's this, oh, it's that. It doesn't have to be that. And you're just, you're like giving your power away, with your body, when you can shift it yourself. You can change the lineage or the genetics of your family, these familial curses of, oh, every woman in my family got breast cancer, or whatever the fuck it is. Like, you're agreeing to that. Shift it. You can change that just simply by changing your mindset. Be like, nah, we don't. It ain't me. I'm healthy as a fox, or whatever, the ox. Healthier as an ox. You know what the fuck I mean. Healthy as an ox? Is that I don't know. Whatever. And so you're going to have to look in the mirror and, look within and being like, where have I been allowing myself to get like these curses to stay on me? This genetics to, control me, whatever. Where have I been giving my power away to these things? And, I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight, but if you have a strong will, you can shift that very quickly, even within minutes. So everything is possible within seconds. So as soon as you make the thought and you truly believe it, you can. So there's an ability to do that. But if you have this like super hardcore, like just deepened agreement with that, it might take a bit to, and like practice to undo it. But you can easily undo that shit. And knowing you can easily do that, shifting that mindset of like, yes, I can do this. I have the strength to do this. My mind is stronger than any motherfucking thing that has been spoke upon me, placed upon me, whatever. You have that ability to shift that just by breaking that agreement and not giving your power away anymore. Knowing that you're, instead of being in this warrior upside down, that's shifting it to who you are. Only agreeing to like take on the strength of your lineage versus the weakened parts. And that is definitely your health. So you can literally shift anything. It could be like, if it's not your body, it could be like, oh, well, everyone in my family has to work hard, or no one in my family has been rich, just stuff like that. Oh, okay. So we had the 5 of Cups that fell out sideways. What I'm getting here is like, it's going to be like a bittersweet thing. Like, you're going to have to grieve this thing. I know it sounds silly because it's like a negative thing that affects you, but you have such a deep rooted, because not only is it you, it's your whole ass lineage that has agreed to this curse, this agreement of some sort. And you're going to have to grieve it. You're going to have to grieve it for everyone before you. Yeah, you're going to be happy at the same time with it in reverse, but you're also going to be sad, like, because you have to grieve it for everybody that has been holding on to it. Yeah, and it sounds so strange to be grieving something that's been bad for you or affected you in a negative way, but you have such a connection to it because it's been, your whole life, and then all of your ancestors and all of that. it's just gonna have to be a grieving process. And maybe that's crying, or like and maybe that takes you away from like that connection to your ancestors. Maybe that was part of like a connection you had to your ancestors, like, oh, like I'm like them. Like, break that. You're gonna have to grieve that connection you had. It's things are different now. You're gonna have to connect in a different way. That mama bird is putting in work. She's like going and getting bugs, coming in and out, just like on that grind. Y'all babies need to start flying, earning your keep. Anything else, angels? And it's never too late. It's never too late to break these curses, you know, whatever, like however old you are, or like whatever, it's never too late. Even if you're like 88 years old, it's never too late to break that curse and that agreement. Because then, you know, that last moment, you know, these last years of your life are, oh man, I got bird shit on my cards, are going to be the best, because you don't have that pain, you don't have that sickness, you don't have whatever you agreed to. You were at least able to live in that complete freedom. Damn it, fucking bird shit. Yeah, so we have the King of Swords in reverse, so like cutting that out, giving it the old sliceroo, because we also have the Queen of Swords here. And that might be like, I'm seeing with these two, like how they're not both upright or both in reverse. That might be you having to not indulge in your family's or like whoever you're around, not indulge into their like comments about it, like, oh, well, everybody in our family has that, or like, you know, you're gonna have it, you're gonna get it, like because of this or whatever. That might be you having to step away and cut them out, or just be like, shut the fuck up, like, no. However it needs to happen. And, you know, ideally it's easier for like me at least to like limit communication, because it's like so much work to just be around it nonstop. But like, you know, take it how it resonates for you, what works best for you. Like, I can't, and it might just be you having to seeing how strong you can be and how you can keep resisting it while being around these people and getting whatever benefit you have from them. But this is like independence with this Nine of Pentacles upright. So as soon as you like get into this energy of like separating yourself, cutting these people out that have this like speak ill upon you, because like the King of Swords can use his tongue as a sword and cut really deep, especially in reverse. He can say really nasty things. Breaking away, cutting these people out with that sword, using your discernment, your mind, that's going to put you into this independent energy, willingness to stand out from the rest. And that might be you being the black sheep. If you're on my channel, you're already the fucking black sheep. But that's going to bring you the abundance. That's going to give you the ability to, you're the chosen one in your family. So you're breaking all of these patterns and stuff like that for your lineage. And that's bringing you everything, all the abundance, everything that, you know, your family has always been like, oh, it'd be nice to have a farm with all this stuff, like blah, blah, blah. You know, just all this like empty dreaming, like, and never putting any effort towards it, because it's like, oh, we couldn't do that. You know, our family doesn't do that. We don't do that. Like, it's just these weird agreements. This is putting you in, you know, you're going to be the first millionaire in your family, or however it works for you, wherever you are on that, just by breaking these curses, not agreeing to this anymore. And, you know, you might be the first person in your family to live to 120, like whatever that means for you. Like, you get to, whatever you want, you can make happen and shift for your whole ass lineage. Ooh, okay. Yeah. And so we have the Eight of Swords upright and the Three of Cups. This might be friends and family, like they love to celebrate when everyone is stuck in this like mental prison, this like small-mindedness. So just being mindful of that. And it's because they're in this like weak energy with the strength in reverse. And this might be you having to walk away from people that you really don't want to. You're like, dude, I can't let go of anybody else. Who do you want me to let go of now? These people that, like, you know, keep speaking ill upon you or whatever, or, you know, try to keep you trapped in your like fear and stuff like that. So just being mindful of that. People that, you know, applaud or celebrate when you're at your lowest or whatever it is. And you just got to let them go with that Four of Pentacles in reverse, and that stop holding on to these agreements and seeing them for what they are, seeing through the illusions, because we have the moon underneath that Two of Swords in reverse, looking through the illusions and seeing that they aren't good for you. They aren't serving your highest good. And it is a hard pill to swallow, especially if it's somebody like your family you want to hold on to. But you're going to see the truth about this with this Judgment card and the World card in reverse. Like, you're going to see, it's going to be this awakening, this understanding. As soon as you start truly shifting and not agreeing to these agreements anymore, these contracts that your family signed up for, you're going to see who doesn't want you to move on and who doesn't want you to win and close this cycle. And it's going to be shown to you just exactly who it is and what they're trying to do. And, you know, it's going to take a lot of strength to let go of that. And, you know, you're going to have to grieve it because you're having to grieve it for your entire lineage. But it's necessary. And that's going to bring you to the people that are more aligned with you, with this Two of Cups upright and this Six of Swords upright. That's going to bring you to the, I think it would be better to put it this way. That's going to bring you to like leave these choppy waters, this like health issues, this depression, ADHD, whatever you're agreeing to. It could just be money issues, having to work hard, or like not being able to go to school for something you want, something of the sort. Just not wanting to reach your dreams because your family says like, oh, well, we don't do that, whatever. You're going to be able to move towards, especially if you let these people go, as painful as it might be, to some extent. However, we all have different situations, but that's going to put you towards the people, the communities that agree with you. Yes, you got to go through that hard ass dark night alone feeling, but that's going to put you in these communities, these groups, these connections that people actually agree with you, and they're like, oh fuck yeah, dude, I'm on the same page as you, yeah. And you know, it's meeting these people that are going to keep you you keep catching each other and like helping each other rise in vibration. So yeah, let these things go. Quit agreeing to these things, quit blaming others for it, and that's going to put you in a higher vibration. Anything else, my babies? Anything else? Go outside and get some D. Vitamin D, that is. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so we have impromptu in reverse. This is telling me that there might be some fear around like just cutting someone off. Like you feel like you need to give them like a heads up or like a warning, like, oh, I need to like start pulling away and like ghosting or something like that. Dude, just cut them off. You don't need to. If you're in this agreement thing and you're letting people like use you and like giving your power away, you're giving your power away by not being like overly concerned about their feelings, whenever it's like for your best interest to step away. And it might have to be an impromptu, a quick decision, and that's so you don't overthink your intuition and, you know, these downloads, and you start like overthinking and then you don't do anything about it, and then the pattern continues. So you're gonna have to just get over this, like, oh, I need to like let them know that I'm leaving, or I need to let them know that I need to give them hints, or like start pulling away, or like you're afraid of these like downloads of understanding who's against you and who's for you. And you're afraid of the answer, and like you don't want to hear that answer, but that's only gonna prolong this agreement, these problems, these curses, all of these things that you're agreeing to, these issues, and hold you back from these true connections that you deserve, that are for your highest good. So think about that, you know, your willingness to like, you don't have, like, don't overthink that intuition thing, the download of like understanding who's against you and who's not. And they might be like narcissists that like to gaslight you. So being aware of that as well, like, oh, this person's gaslighting me, that's why I don't want to let them go, because then they could sense you. They might be intuitive as well, but use it for their own gain in a darker way. And so they feel you pulling away energetically, or like that you have that sudden awareness. And so they're going to try and manipulate you into staying small and stuck. Damn, I love hanging out with you guys. Maybe one more. Anything else? Damn. All right. So we have dream lover and shame in dream lover in reverse and shame. So you this might be people that like shame you for your attraction to your divine counterpart. They might try to keep you stuck of like, oh, really them? Like, I don't know. Don't let people and this dream lover might just be like your dreams in general, like what your goals are and stuff like that, and they shame you for following that when that is literally for your highest good. And it's a test to see if you really want it, because when it's your purpose, it's your true divine purpose, there's going to be the enemy that's going to try and use people to block you any way they can, because that's when you're going to be in your most empowered state. And just like, you know, your most empowered state is healthy, strong, listening to your intuition, all of that shit. So think about that. If you're being shamed for your dreams, or whatever that is, a dream lover, whatever, and they're like, ew, really gross, like, I don't know about that, like, really, is that something you want? Do you think that's good for you? Like, making you question that. It's just because it's a good thing. It's gonna leave you more empowered. So checking that. Also, like, there might actually be good people looking out for you, so you're gonna have to use your own discernment on that. But since you're listening to your intuition more, you don't need to depend on people, you know, feeding you answers and shit like that. You can use your own intuition. You can empower yourself and your own answers of, like, you know, downloads and your connection to Most High. You're gonna get the answers you want. All right, babies, I love you so much. You are doing everything right. You are making the right choices. You are all strong, healthy, vital, attractive people that are all gonna live to however long you want to live till, and nothing can stop you. No weapons formed against you shall prosper. All right, babies, I love you so much. Have a great day.